How's it going, guys? This is Win, and welcome back to another Clash Royale video, guys. This is King's Cup weekend. The most insane event in all of Clash Royale is going on this weekend, I think in Atlanta, and I only caught a few clips here and there of it, but it looked super cool. I remember last year, the very first King's Cup, that was actually when I made my first YouTube video, guys. My YouTube channel is almost 1 year old, so again, like I said in my last video, expect something a little special for that. I am still figuring out what I want to do. I got a few days left to figure it out. I think today's the 29th, and the 4th of November is the 1 year anniversary of my YouTube channel, guys. So we've come a long way. I didn't think I would be here. If you look at my first video compared to this video, it's crazy how much has changed. But anyway, King's Cup is going on. Spoiler alert. Wait for it. Wait for it. Okay, you want to hear the spoiler now? Spoiler alert. Surgical Goblin won King's Cup. That's freaking awesome. I'm so happy for him. He is such a great player. He's the best in the world, honestly. And I was really rooting for him, and he did a great job. Also, his competitor, I don't quite remember who it was, but he came back from being 2 down to 2-2, and it was almost a reverse sweep of Surge, but he came out on top in the 5th and final game. So anyway, King's Cup is over now, and you know, you could catch the highlights there, but you know what isn't over? The special offer is going to end in 4 hours and 52 minutes. I procrastinated this all weekend, guys. I did so much streaming. I think in about 3 days, I did at least 30 hours of streaming. It was crazy. From the moment I got up to the moment I went to bed, I was just streaming every single day. It was so much fun. I'm so happy to be back in my setup, and yeah, make sure you guys catch my future streams too. If you subscribe, you'll get notifications and all that, you know, mumbo jumbo about when I go live and stuff. But I do YouTube and Twitch at the same time, so you can don't have to worry about which one I'm on, because I'm on both at the same time, which is pretty cool. So let's jump into this video about the King's Cup, about the special offer. I'm actually going to buy all 3 of these chests all at once. This is going to be a mega super awesome chest opening. We are going to get 155,000 gold, a giant chest, a legendary chest, a super magical chest, and we're going to get 3,500 gems. You know, that's like 35 grand challenges. That is a lot of gold that we're about to get. This is a really good, even though it says times 2 value, it really is much more value when you think about how much you can get out of those gems. It's absolutely crazy. So what we are going to do right now is open these up, and then what I thought I'd do is I would show you a replay that I just did. In fact, I was thinking about, I'm like, should I start recording these matches? And I was like, nah, probably not. So I was just going to finish up this grand challenge that I'm in before I started the video, and I've been practicing this log bait deck. I was actually playing it in a tournament that I hosted today, and I have grand challenge right now where I'm 5-0, and I didn't start recording. I literally played a match before this video, and I was like, all right, whatever, I'll just finish it. But I went up against the guy who's ranked 700 in the world right now, and the season's almost over. And when I say 700, I mean 700. He's since fallen to 701, unfortunately, but when I battled him, he was 700. So I know that that's a big difference, but hey, I beat the 700 guy. It looks like 701, but he was 700. And so GG to Yo Mama from Reddit Alpha. Every time I see those Reddit clans, I know it's going to be somebody that's really, really good. Those guys are just terrific in everything that they do. If we check out right here, the season actually ends in a week. So I know sometimes early in the season when you see a guy who's ranked, you're like, they might not be that good. But once the season starts coming down to an ending, that's when the guys who are really ranked start to shine. So if we check out the replay again one more time, you can see, like I said, 700, but his best season usually finishes around 2193. That was his previous season and his best season. But God, look at this guy. He is at 5801. That's so crazy how he pushed that high. Like, I just don't believe it. So anyway, we can probably break down that replay, because I think I'll make this video into some tips for log bait for you guys, and then maybe play a few games after that, obviously. But the meta is just absolutely insane in grand challenges right now. I really don't know what to play. It's super tough. I play one thing, I lose to another, and then I play that deck and I lose to another thing, and then I play that deck and I lose to the first thing I played with in the very beginning. So I'm like, what the heck? It's just like rock, paper, scissors. But I think there's some potential in the log bait deck. It's been very strong for a long time, and it's going to continue to be strong. And if you play it right, I think you can still be successful in all the balloons and Mega Knights and crazy stuff that's going on right now. So without further ado, guys, before we jump into some log bait tips, let's actually open up these 3 chests and get all that gold, all those gems, and we're going to get a significant chunk out of this level 13 that I need to go. We're at 62,888. We only have 17,000, what would that be, 122 experience left, so not far from level 13, guys, and I have so many upgrades that are ready to go right now. In fact, if I had enough gold to upgrade all these cards, I would be borderline level 13 right now. So with the 3,500 gems, I think that's going to give me everything I need to do one final push to get to level 13. All those grand challenges, so much gold. It's just a matter of sitting down and grinding it out. So without further ado, for the second time, let's start off with a giant chest. 10,000 gold times 2 value, something nice and simple. Gonna put my thumbprint right on there, and it's gonna say you're all set, and I'm all set. Your purchase was successful. We're gonna hit OK, and here we go. Giant chest, 860 gold. So keep in mind, we're gonna get 10,000 gold, but we're also getting another 800 right out of the chest. Now we're gonna start off with an epic. That's unusual. So we're gonna get 1 guard. That's not that helpful. Oh, did I accidentally skip 2 cards? Did I skip one? I think I accidentally double tapped. I might not have. So we got mini P.E.K.K.A.s, some elite barbs, that's good, and 34 musketeers. Did I skip over something? Okay, no, I didn't. Sorry, my thumb went a little crazy there, and I double tapped, but no, we didn't. So pretty fair chest. Elite barbs, musketeers, mini P.E.K.K.A.s, 1 guard, not 3, just 1, hanging out solo, and 860 gold. That's looking good, and of course it's going to flip over, and now we're going to see that magic little king on the one side, and we're going to move up to the next tier. This is, guys, our legendary chest. If we check out my legendaries real fast, let's sort by rarity. If we go down here, I am actually getting pretty close to, it's funny, see, some legendaries I get so much. Like, look at Sparky. Sparky is literally almost level 4. Like, what the heck? Since when am I getting all these Sparkies? Yeah, other cards like the Miner, I only have 2 of. And the Miner is just as old as the Sparky. And think of, like, the Bandit's also a brand new card, too. It's relatively new compared to some of the older ones. And I already have 5 out of 10. So, if we get another Bandit or another Sparky out of this legendary chest, we are going to be so close to level 4. You're not even going to believe it. This is crazy. And then, of course, like my other cards like Lava Hound, not even close. It's barely level 3. So all set, 45,000 gold this time. That is quite a bit of gold. We're going to open up this legendary chest. It's going to spin around. It's going to do all that beautiful little animation. And it is an Inferno Dragon. Okay, not bad. Not bad. That's another one that I get pretty frequently. So there we go. 3 out of 10. That's one of my favorite cards too, by the way. A lot of people asked me this weekend on streams, dude, what's your favorite legendary? Well, Inferno Dragon is up there. It's pretty close to my favorite. So boom, 1 Inferno Dragon. We're going to flip over that middle tile and see what we get. Oh, it looks like the Red King on the other side. Shaking hands, got the crown in the background, or the cup, I should say. But I'm not quite sure. So let's flip it over and just see if it's the Red King. I don't know yet. Here we go. $49.99 for Super Magical Chest. 10,000 gold, 3,500 gems, guys. Super Magicals are my favorite to open because you get so much stuff. 6,600 gold. I'm already up to over 228,000 gold. You get 31 Barb Huts. That's well on its way to level 10. That's looking pretty good. 43 Valkyries. She is also on her way to level 10. I haven't even gotten her to level 9 yet, so that's looking pretty good. 73 Elixir Collectors. Getting a lot of these rares out of the way. Should be getting some commons now. Holy crap. 566 Teslas. That's insane. That is a good card. I'm glad I got Teslas because since they did the balance changes, Tesla has been way more popular. It's a very strong card right now. So 11 Executioners. That's nice. Epic cards right here. We're going to get a legendary, guys. Legendary hype. 2 in 1 video. Can you believe it? I shouldn't even say that. There's a very small chance it could be 3. I don't know where that third one's going to come from. But 13 free spells. That's also well on its way to level, not only 6, but level 7. That's 21 past level 6. Now let's go to this legendary. And what did I say? Sparky or Bandit, most likely. No. Whoa, Miner. No way. I actually got a Miner. That's awesome. For the longest time, guys, I went through the longest Miner drought. I would play a Miner Lava Hound deck, and that, in fact, was the deck that I got to Master 1 with, way back in the day when people could actually push up to their personal bests and not be 300 trophies behind. But I had not gotten a Miner in, like, a year. I was always getting Sparkies. I was always getting Bandits. I was getting everything. I could not get my Miner to level 3 for the life of me. In fact, I think I just broke down one day and was like, you know what? And was in the shop, and I bought 2 of them in the shop. And then because I had finally gotten one, I got another one out of a chest. So I was like 2 out of 4. And then it was in the shop, and I was like, oh my god. I'm like, if I'm ever going to push to 5,000 with this Miner deck, I need a level 3 Miner. So I bought 2 of them, and I finally got it there. But now I don't even play Miner anymore, so whatever. But anyway, guys, that looked pretty good. We have 228,000 gold. We have 4,600 gems. That is exactly what we need to push all the way up to level 13. Now, we are going to actually max out my Knight for my second maxed card. I only have Zap as my only maxed card. We're going to max out Knight right now. Let's take some nice juicy screenshots of this because this is looking really nice. 1,600 experience. That right there is a big enough chunk to get us all the way to 13. Look at that. All those Knight cards getting pummeled down there. All the way to empty now. Max level Knight. That's beautiful. That looks so nice. So much extra little bit of damage. The DPS is looking nice. And the extra hit points too. He's finally over 2,000 hit points. Max level. Now I got 2 cards with that nice red bar. That's looking pretty good. So if we now transition from the chess part of this video to the actual me trying to explain to you how to do this log bait deck. All right, this is the deck that every single person is using at Grand Challenges. Oh my god, it's everywhere. It's even on ladder. You can't escape it. It's this specific deck. There's a few variations, but not many. Okay, there's one where it's like you play Tornado instead of Inferno Tower, and then there's even a wacky one where it's Arrow Bait and they play Minions and Minion Horde. So but this is like the log bait archetype. This is the one that everybody uses, and it is so annoying. I mean, I'll tell you right off the bat, I hate this deck, but I know that it's good, and if I want to do well and I want to grind some gold to get to level 13, I know I have to learn how to use this deck. So, and I think I'm doing an okay job. I had a lot of challenges that quite frankly weren't so good, and I know guys on stream probably watched me lose quite a bit, but that's neither here nor there. So right now we're rocking a 5-0 in this challenge, and I'm afraid to start now trying to commentate some games in here because I'm probably gonna lose. But anyway, let's go back and check this replay. Now it was 20 minutes ago, but Yo Mama from Reddit Alpha, let's break this down and see if I can give you guys some tips before we jump into some live battles and try to go from there. So I think the biggest thing that I was trying to do was just play super conservatively. I mean, when you're log bait, they already know you're log bait. So you can just slowly do your barrels, slowly do all your stuff. So I start with the Knight, and he lets me get 1 elixir back. He starts with his Ice Golem. So see, I'm actually in a lead right now. Even though I put my Knight down, he put a Golem, and the Golem's cheaper. So I'm just going to go with the barrel. He's going to zap. That's fine. He got back the 1 elixir that he bled off of his Ice Golem, but they still stabbed it twice. So it's down to 20, or I guess it'd be once. If you zap it just right, it'll only stab once. But if they don't zap it right, it's 2 times. So it's 23-22. And again, he poisons the Princess. We're both kind of feeling each other's decks out and just going slowly. He uses some bats, but see, I'm always up by just a little bit, which is super nice, and I don't want to bleed out anything. So I'm forcing out another Golem with that Ice Spirit. And if he just let it go, then I would have chipped him down whatever the Ice Spirit does, like 100 damage or something like that. So he's going to go with the Inferno Dragon. It's a little bit of a commitment on his part, so I decided to go with a barrel on the other side. Ice Golem, he can't really back that up because he didn't have enough for his graveyard. He ended up having to go with his archers and all that stuff, and the bats are going to die and everything. So that Inferno Dragon's still just hanging around. So again, I'm going to split my Goblin Gang, put the Ice Spirit down to help cycle and slow that push down of his, because it's not really a push, but the Inferno Dragon is super dangerous. So if it actually got to my tower, if he had zapped my Goblin Gang or something, I would have been left defenseless. It would have been really bad. So he's now going to start with another Golem and another Inferno Dragon. And I think this was probably my biggest heads-up play of the game, was trying to get all those in the same rocket. I knew that Inferno Dragon would fly into that rocket, so I could then transition to an attack with my Knight. He's going to have to go Mega Minion. But look at this. It's great. That one Goblin ends up stabbing it like 5 times, getting down to 1,037. I'm going to say well played to him, and he didn't say anything to me the whole game. But now I'm going to start with the Inferno Tower. He's going to go bats over the middle to try to stop that, but my Princess is going to take care of that. And I put the Knight down. Even though he zaps my tower, let me pause this so I can explain what happened here. So I logged his graveyard so that it would kill all the skeletons, and when all the skeletons died, my Inferno Tower wouldn't be distracted by the skeletons, and it was able to relock back onto the Mega Knight, which is exactly what I wanted to have happen. Unfortunately, though, I didn't quite log when I wanted to. I knew I had to log in order to stop the Mega Knight, so he did a decent amount of damage over there. But the Goblin's gonna stab over here, and my Spear Goblins are gonna just kind of die over there. But I get him down to 719, so I'm always maintaining that tiny bit of an edge. I have an elixir lead there. I think I'm down overall because the Knight cost 7, and I decided to put my Inferno Tower up top because I knew he was going to go with the graveyard, so he wasn't initially going to back up his Mega Knight. That's why I put it up top, so that way even if he zapped it, it's going to retarget right back onto the Mega Knight. It's not going to get distracted by the skeletons because I purposely put it away from the graveyard so that wouldn't happen. So now I'm going to put the Knight over here. And unfortunately, I put my knight, well, I guess my knight would have been distracted anyway, because when you see what happens here is my knight moves up, but not far enough to stop the Mega Knight. And then I ended up taking his tower. I don't remember how. I think I sent another barrel, it looks like, because the goblin had stabbed his king tower. So now we kind of tied it up here. He's up by a few elixir, and I'm going to try to cycle my Ice Spirit out of my hand so I can get back to my tank, which is my knight. And I'm going to start that in the back. Start a princess kind of in the back too, just so I can try to have her provide some, you know, some support, kill the archers if I need them, or she can start hitting the graveyard if I need her to. She gets one hit on the graveyard, which is good before the poison kills her, but knowing I'm going up against graveyard, I wasn't afraid to trade towers with them, because once they lose, once they take a tower, or lose a tower, I guess either, or once they take one of my towers, they activate my king tower. So now I have my arena tower and my king tower shooting at the skeletons. So I get that down to 1032, because his graveyard just is not as effective as it should be. And I think for him, he really should be doing a Mega Knight graveyard push, but that's not really working right now. So now I'm going to go Princess again, just to stop that Inferno Dragon. And now she's actually right in the middle of the graveyard. That's not the best spot for her, but she's going to tank a tiny bit. Anytime you can get anything to tank, even for just a second, it gives your arena tower a little bit of an advantage to start shooting the skeletons and get ahead of the game. So this is pretty cool. If you guys saw what happened right there, as soon as that last skeleton died, or as it was about to die, I played my princess so that as that skeleton is dying, she gets placed, and she won't turn and like shoot the skeleton because it's gonna die. Because you have to know that troops, when they know something else is gonna kill it, they'll retarget. They'll know like, oh, that musketeer has like 1 hit point, and like whatever, like I'm an executioner. Am I gonna throw it at the musketeer? I'm like, no, I'm not gonna do that, because my arena tower is gonna kill her. So even though she's still alive right now, I'm gonna like move on. So I knew that was going to happen, so I put the princess down, and instead of her turning around and shooting that skeleton, she's like, all right, she looks at the princess tower. She's like, all right, I know you got me. Like, yeah, we're cool. Like, you got that skeleton, cool. Like, I'm going to turn and shoot the tower. So she turns and shoots the tower, and he has to go archers. He doesn't have anything to stop that unless he wants to commit a full Mega Knight, which would have been a really bad idea for him, because I have my Inferno Tower in hand. So princess gets 1 shot off. See, that goes down to 786. Archers are going to shoot her, and before she dies, she gets 1 shot off. And that is going to go to 646. And now, I actually made a huge mistake. I was like, oh, 646, dope. I can totally kill that tower now. So I had a big elixir advantage right now. And what I ended up doing was like a super smart play, but also kind of, I didn't mean to do this. So I'm not going to try to take credit for something that I didn't actually mean to do. I was just trying to cycle. So I went Ice Spirit at the bridge when I rocketed, but I also forgot that rocket and log at tournament standard actually won't kill that tower. So the rocket gets down to 153. Now my log does only like 96. So I logged, but look at that. As soon as he saw me rocket, he did what most players should do and would do. He started rushing me so hard. He started going graveyard, ice golem. He never actually put anything down to stop that Ice Spirit, guys. Look, that Ice Spirit is coming in hot. And the log, oh, it's down to 58 now. And now it's within log range. So actually, what turned into a big mistake by me, where I was like, oh, rocket log, I can take the tower, I would have had to actually cycle all the way back around, and I may have actually been able to do it, but it would have just made my life way harder if I actually had to cycle and then try to get back to another log, and he's rushing me, and I'm like, I can't do it. But anyway, that was a good game. GG Yo Mama from Reddit Alpha. You guys do a really great job. Every time I see Reddit, I know it's going to be a tough battle. Hey, he's 699 now. Check that out. He's not even 700. He's moving up in the world. Favorite card's Graveyard, and this man is almost fully maxed. Like, you see his Miner and Rocket aren't quite there, but all of his commons I would guarantee are maxed. So that was a really good match, really great battle against him. GG. Now let's jump into some live games. Maybe I can try to show you on the fly how this log bait deck works, but it only gets harder from here because I'm already 5-0. So I don't know. We'll have to see how this goes. Alright guys, so we're going to go up against Iconic here from Elixir Kings. I'm going to say good luck, give him a thumbs up, and let's see what we can do here. So like the last replay that I showed you guys, I think I can start with Knight in the back. That's always a safe move. I might wait and see what he does first. Okay, so he's going to go Goblin, so I'm going to go Knight here. That's kind of a bad Knight position because I could have just had him far back anyway, because I forgot the Goblin's going to stab him anyway. So I might go Princess. So if he's Goblins and he's Electro Wiz, I'm going to probably guess that he's P.E.K.K.A. Yeah, so let's go with a barrel over here because he used his log. But he probably also has Zap, too. Yeah, he's got minions. So let's do this. And let's go here to stop the E-Wiz. So that, and then I'm going to use the Ice Spirit over here just to stop those minions real fast. And now we're going to get some chip damage with the Spear Goblins. Get that left side down to 23-34, and the right side is probably what I'm going to start going for. Even though he did a little bit more damage with those stupid Spear Goblins. And the log, actually. That's kind of annoying. So, I think I've been trying to transition my strategy a little bit. I would always Princess at the bridge, but now I'm starting to just... I'm going to want to go more like Knight in the back. Yep, there's the P.E.K.K.A. like I guessed. Honestly, P.E.K.K.A.'s... Like, Ewiz has only played with P.E.K.K.A. So my Knight is actually probably going to die, which is unfortunate, but I'm going to have to start going with an Inferno Tower. He probably has Zap too. A lot of people like to go like Ewiz. So I'm going to try to just do this. Because he used the poison already, so I'm going to try to get the Goblin Gang. There's the log, so I'm going to do this. I'm going to see if that Ewiz can zap the... Nice. So that was well played. Now I'm going to just log here to get that Ewiz out of the way and then kill those goblins so that they won't come through. So now we actually have the lead by 10 hit points. But I feel like I'm down a lot in elixir, so I really need to get my... I either want to... Do I want to cycle? Okay, no, I don't. I was trying to think, do I want to cycle back to my Goblin Gang to stop his Hog? That would probably be best. And then I could get the Princess over. I was going to go maybe Princess here and then go Goblin Gang here, and that would have been a good move. But now that we're in double elixir, I'm going to wait for him to play a P.E.K.K.A. so then I can go Princess right here and just keep the pressure up. And then he's going to have to go Minions, which is fine. I'm going to go Goblin Barrel over here because I'm trying to cycle back to my... he's going to have to log that. I'm going to go Knight here. Yep, so now he can't... He's going to have to poison my Goblin Gang. He's just going to... Yep, he's going to poison that. So now I can do this. I'm going to Princess right here, and I'm going to Barrel again. There's no way he's back to his Barrel. I would highly doubt he's back to his Barrel. Or, sorry, I'm back to my Barrel. I meant he's back to his log. Now I'm going to go Knight right there. And he's got a little bit of a lead right now, but that Princess is doing a good job. So I'm going to freeze that. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna Goblin Gang right here. Yeah, the Goblin Gang should shut down the Hog pretty well. So now I'm gonna Barrel again. I'm going a little bit more aggressive here. He's gonna P.E.K.K.A. He's gonna log again. That's well played. I'm gonna go Inferno Tower because I need to just get that down. Ice Spirit right here. Let's see. No, that was a bad Knight. That was actually a really bad Knight. My bad. Princess. Let's Barrel again. As long as the P.E.K.K.A. dies, I'm happy. Honestly. Let's log this Hog. If I can... Oh, I missed it. That kind of sucks. But I got the Ice Spirit in there. And then we should get one Spear Goblin. Yes, like 50 damage. That's so good. Like, if the Spear Goblin gets in, I'm happy. I'm going to split Goblin Gang over here. I'm going to go Princess in the back. What's he doing? What's he doing? Why did he split Goblin like that? That's kind of weird. Knight. Oh, perfect. Okay. I'm going to log. I'm going to Goblin Barrel again. He's going to log it. Yep. I'm going to do this. I'm going to do this. Oh, and really well played with the Ice Golem right there. I'm going to go Knight again. Like, this is what these games end up turning into. It's just some stupid, like, chip situation stuff. That Goblin Gang shouldn't die. Nice. Can I get some Spear Goblin damage on the tower, please? No, he's gonna keep the pressure up. He's poison cycling me right now. That's what he's doing. He's probably gonna poison again. I'm gonna do this. I'm gonna Knight. He's actually gonna beat me with this Hog, I think. Alright, I need damage on the tower right now. So I'm gonna do a Tricky Barrel on the side. I don't think he sees those goblins right now. And now that's within range of one rocket. So I just need the Princess. Oh, wow. Okay, we took the tower anyway. So I don't think he saw that barrel at all. So we ended up tricking him really hard with that barrel. But that was a really well-played game by that guy. Let's check out who he was. P.E.K.K.A. Poison. So yeah, this guy's really high. So he's not actually ranked, but we got a guy right here that's got 5,100 trophies. That's way higher than I have. Elixir Kings is, yeah, 46,000 trophy clan. That's crazy. So that's just, I think, one good example. And now, hey, we're 6-0 in this Grand Challenge with Logbait. It's pretty good. I mean, that's really what the stuff comes down to. And honestly, when you get into these matches where it's like, it's so mechanical. It's like, P.E.K.K.A., okay, I'm going to do my Inferno Tower, then you're going to poison. He was actually playing the poisons kind of badly. He wasn't poisoning my Goblin Gangs, or he would put the poison down, so then I could put my Goblin Gang around his poison, and that's how I was able to stop it. So, at the end, it was just one stupid Tricky Barrel. He ended up going P.E.K.K.A., and then I don't think he knew that there was even Maybe he didn't have his sound on, because when you see the rocket, you can hear the goblin barrel, but if you don't have your sound on, you can't hear the goblin barrel. And I ended up playing it off to the side, and I don't think he saw it, so I ended up taking that tower, but that was pretty cool. So that was a live game. That was a replay. That was 3 insane, mega, super duper awesome chest openings for the King's Cup. Again, congratulations, Surgical Goblin. That is just super cool that he was able to actually like win the whole King's Cup, and he's one of the greatest players in the world. So I've taken some of my strategy and some of my tips I have, honestly, from watching him play. I know this is one of the decks that he used, or one of the variations in the King's Cup. A lot of guys like to use a deck like this just because it is so strong. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Leave a thumbs up if you like this video. Let me know if you tried out this log bait deck, because you probably have. It's so common. I would bet money that you've tried this deck, or you've at least seen it. So give it a shot. Maybe some of my tips helped you. I hope breaking down that replay was good. If you guys like that, maybe I can do some more stuff like that in the future. But anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching. Make sure you subscribe to keep up with more of my streams, because I'm actually starting to stream a lot more than I am uploading, believe it or not. But anyway, guys, that's all I have for you today. I really appreciate all the support this weekend. My 1-year anniversary of my channel is coming up soon, and hopefully I'm level 13 by then, but we'll have to see. So anyway, guys, thanks so much for watching, and I will see you next time.